Hi, twins. Say hi.
Twins. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my week 38 twin pregnancy update. If you are new or you've been watching my videos and you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe because I plan on continuing to share my knowledge around my experience with motherhood and our journey as a family. And make sure you watch until the end to see my bump shot because it's getting really big. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot to say this last week in my video because it actually was the spring equinox last week, but happy spring. Oh my goodness, this means that the babies are gonna be Aries babies, which is exciting. It's like new fresh energy. My dad is an Aries, but we don't have any other fire signs as far as I know in our immediate family, so it'll be fun to have like some new fresh energy come in. We're gonna be adding some fire. It's a fire sign, and we just have a lot of air and water in our family right now, so it's gonna be like totally fresh energy, which I'm so excited about. But yeah, happy spring. I'm excited to be having spring babies. It's like this shift in weather and the shift in, we had the time change here, so it's lighter out later, and I just like feel sort of more alive again, which is really, really exciting. So I have to say, really weirdly, that this last week has probably been one of the easiest weeks I've had in the last 2 months, which is so weird. I am in like it's uncomfortable, especially to sleep and to get up and this sort of thing. Part of me wonders if I've gotten used to the discomfort or if my body has just begun to expand to a point where I'm just larger and so I'm able to sort of support the weight more, because I haven't been having that horrific inner groin pain that I was talking about for like 2 months straight. It was so painful. Haven't been having that anymore. I'm able to walk easier. I'm not getting the sharp shooting pelvic pain. I actually walked 3 blocks farther than I've been able to do in the last 2 months, like yesterday. It's very strange. You would think that it would just get more and more difficult, but I've actually found that this week I've had much more energy and I've been able to be more physical. So it's really funny. I was having major lower back pain for a couple of days that felt like my back was just expanding, like which is a huge sign of my body preparing for birth. And so that was exciting. Yeah, I'm basically just like feel like I'm ready whenever now. You know, my goal was to get to 38 weeks, even though it's like, oh, okay, like you're safe at 36 weeks, you're safe at 37 weeks. In my mind, I still was visualizing that I really wanted to get to 38 weeks. So I am beyond thrilled to be here. I think it's, it's just so awesome. And like, obviously still have no actual clue when it's gonna start. There's so many unknowns, and it's so amazing because it's just like such a cool time where I just feel like I can just like really surrender and allow and just to begin to just drop into that place of just like being open to what's supposed to happen. So it's really cool. That's why I love waiting, because I love this particular time of the unknown and just being like open. And trust me, it's not always easy. Some days I'm like, when is it gonna happen? Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night with like intense fear, and I'm like, I don't know anything. When's it gonna happen? How's it gonna happen? We don't know, like, we don't know anything. We don't know anything. Like, we don't even have like names picked out or anything. Like, there's so many unknowns. So yeah, just like kind of going in between surrender and then feeling that fear. But I'm you know, fear, like I've talked about before, is just like part of the process, and it's like learning to sort of know that it's there, and then but not going to the place of like, you know, it like feeling like it's like crippling me, and just dropping into that place of trust and knowing and coming back to that all the time, and it's like, it's just really like more of a head trip than anything. So yeah, that's like sort of where I'm at. I started reading this book called Mind Change by Heather McCain, and it talks a lot about how much your mind controls what's going on in your body. And I have definitely talked a lot about this before, and I'm a true believer in the mind-body connection. And basically the biggest message of the book is that the body can do nothing without the permission of the mind. So it's really about sort of like learning those tips and tricks and techniques to sort of just like learn how our minds operate and why we feel the way we do or think the way that we do. It's really fascinating, but I'm going to talk about this book probably in more detail another time because it's really fascinating. It's so cool. Let's do the app update. You guys all know this is like my favorite app ever, but it's not. It's so weird. I don't know. These apps, I just always think it's funny because like I'm always so excited to read them, and then I mean the information is good. It's just more the like I don't know. It's just the fruit and vegetable thing that's always so funny to me. Okay, now the babies are the size of a melon. The baby will continue to grow in size, gaining about 0.5 pounds per week in the final weeks of pregnancy. They will be around 19.5 inches long from head to heels, and they'll weigh about 7.1 pounds on average at this point. Oh my God, do I have 2 7-pound babies in there? Who knows? Like, it's so weird to think that at this stage in my pregnancy, like if I was 38 weeks along with a singleton pregnancy, that I would only have 1 7-pound baby in there and probably still be uncomfortable. So it's crazy to think that I have double that. The baby's brain, lungs, and liver continue to grow in the final weeks, which is why it's good to deliver as close to term as possible. Yeah, and if the intestines are covered in the greenish black meconium, the first feces, which is sticky like tar, will come out after birth. Yeah, that's the meconium. That's the baby's first poos. I remember it very well. So many things to look forward to. It's so exciting. Getting excited. Yeah, it's super exciting. Okay, let's do the bump shot. Whoa! So big. So big. And so heavy. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's just like, whoa, like so heavy in there. It's wild, let me tell you. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm like sort of excited to just, oh my God, just have my body just like not have just, I guess I'm just excited to just not be pregnant anymore at this point. I'm like, but it's still always, I always say this, it's just this like combination of me like wanting to enjoy this time and like not wishing it away, but I'm seriously like starting to feel like I'm really ready to not be pregnant. I just want to like lie down on my stomach and like just eat all of the foods that I want to eat and have a glass of red wine with, you know, some chocolate and not feel bad about it and just wear my regular clothes again, basically. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my video. Hit that subscribe button, and maybe I'll see you next week, and maybe I'll see you next week with 2 babies on my arms. Okay. Lots of love. Ciao for now.